So today I'm going to be making a tutorial video for The Way by Jill Scott. This video is going to cover the chords of the song, but also a couple concepts and ideas that you can use to practice this song and come up with some creative ideas with it, and as well as other songs. It's very applicable to anything you're working on. I would say that this tutorial is meant for intermediate to advanced students. I would expect you to know your scales and your chords and inversions because there's a lot to cover and I'm not going to go and tell you every note to press down. So I pray that you can keep up because it would be worth it. All right, so let's do it. Take a second, pause the video, look it up, Jill Scott The Way, listen to it. Just take like 3-4 minutes, listen to it, and come back. So there's 2 chord progressions for this song, really. There's the chords that are in the verse, then the chords that are in the chorus. So let's start with the chorus. Chorus has the walk down, the is it the those are the bass notes for it. And then with the chords we have so walk down right here, have an inversion of a E flat minor chord, and then with the B I still have the E flat minor chord as well for both of those chords, and then when we get to here I'm playing an inversion of a D flat major. So the first 2 chords I have the same right hand chord, just a different bass note. So then a D flat right there. Okay, and I would say whenever you learn a song, learn what the bass is doing. Not necessarily all the fills and runs that it's doing, but the bass and the drums kind of set the tone for the rhythm and the drive of the song. So understanding what the bass is doing, how it kind of bounces, kind of gives you a template of where you can fit in rhythmically that would still be tasteful and flow with the rest of the band. So if we take what the bass is going, just the bounce. Okay, so learning the bass line is important, and even when you play, because if you're not playing with a bass player, you have to play that. It helps it. If your bass, instead of just playing single notes with a more rhythmic bass line, it rounds out the sound and makes it sound more authentic. So take some time into developing that with your left hand. Okay, for the walk down, let's come up with some chords for that. So there's so many different ways you can do this, and this is where the digging when you practice and figuring it out as you go helps you. So whenever you play a chord, the note on top is kind of heard, I would say is the most prominent note of the chord. You can hear that. And when you have chords moving, it kind of gives you a melody. You kind of have a melody of the top notes of that chord as it moves. So when we do this walk down, we can create a melodic line with our chords that will work with this. So how do we do that? Let's just come up with the line. So let's say I wanted to go, is it the way? Very simple. Yeah, is it the way? So I need to fill out the chords with each of these. So let's do, for this first one, I'll do E flat minor, just regular minor. So as this drops to the D, I'll just drop this to the D as well. So is it, and then, but now I want this one to be here. So we'll just fill it out like that. And then way back to E flat where we're starting. So that would go like, is it the way? So this goes, is it the way? No, is it? Alright. Alright, what about another example? What if we did, is this the way? And we had our chords on like that. So we can do the same thing. We can go, no, sorry. Is it the way? Ooh. And you see, even for the C, normally we're doing this chord, but if we want our melody to be right there, it can. It sounds good. I like it. So, is it the way you want? And that even works with that. So experiment with different melodies with the bass. Fill out the chord as long as it sounds right and still conveys the same musical message as the song. It's all good. Now let's dive into it more. How do we start adding runs and fills? You know, how the cool guys do all this extra stuff. Where do you even begin coming up with that stuff? Let's take the simple chords we have for the chorus. So the top notes of those notes is just going for the first chord, for the second chord, and for the last chord. So what if in between the chords we came up with some type of lines that connected the melody notes? So here's what I mean. So from here, all right, let's try something else. Yeah, that could work. So So it's a matter of experimentation, trial and error, until you come up with at least a couple different ones that you like, and it's like, ooh. Then you have those weapons in your arsenal. So exploring those fill-in, tying in the different chords with each other, and expanding on that more. We've really just been doing all our inversions here. These chords can be inverted anywhere. It could be, this is a way. So your lines can literally move and connect any of these inversions to anywhere on the keyboard. So you really have tons of space to move around. Like, it's all there. It's just it's connecting the dots with the chords. So practice it slow, just experiment. Biggest part of figuring this stuff out. So let's go to the verse. So now we're gonna take everything we've learned so far, and we're gonna go to the verse, apply the same principles. So verse progression is easier. Oh, before we do that, the chorus, whenever it's going out to the verse, it has one extra chord. So is it that's one more time. And then we hit an E flat major 7. I mean an E major 7. And we can even do like a F sharp pentatonic, all these black notes. It'll work over that chord. So E flat major. Yeah, and it's just all the white black notes. So that's what that chord leads us into the verse. So when we get to the verse, now we have this chord. We have a D flat major over our E flat. No, did I say that right? Yeah, D flat major over E flat. We just had this in the verse or in the chorus. Now the next chord is the same thing, same chord, but just a whole step down. So right here, D flat with a B chord on top. So it's the bass rhythm. Just those chords. And since they're the same chord shape, you can actually add this chromatic in between. So you can go. And then on the verse, second verse, it does this thing where it does a chromatic up. Yeah, it's just the same, just a chromatic half step up. So it adds a little variation to it. Yeah. So now everything that we've applied from the chorus, we can apply here. We can have all our inversions of this. For these two chords, it's just a matter of flowing. Oh, and even, okay, so let's break it like this. You have an E flat, B flat chord. I mean, E flat, D flat chord, sorry. You have these inversions. But on the other chord, you have your B. You can even extend this B, make it a B major 7, because that note still kind of fits nice. Even I think the 9, well, it's the same chord. So you have all of these all these inversions of this one chord now that you can fill to. So let's mess around. Oh, I almost forgot. I have this kind of crappy drum track, but it'll help. So I think you can hear it. Yeah. So let me mess around with the verse progression. And then whenever it's going out to the verse or chorus, it's an F major 7. Oh, it hits 2 chords actually. Sorry. Okay, yeah, whenever it's going out back to the chorus. So from here, F major 7. No. F sharp major 7. And then I would say it E flat minor 7, but with this B on the 7 on the bottom, I guess so. And then so that's how you get out of it. Sorry. Let me be a little more clear. Sorry. Verse F sharp major 7. Took an E flat minor, but with that on the B flat on the bass, and then run. So those are the 2 sections of the song. How are we doing on time? Oh, dang. Okay. I think I covered most of everything that I meant to cover. Yeah, so the big thing with this, once you get a grasp on the chords, is the hours just sitting there discovering, messing around, coming up with different filling ideas, trying to connect these inversions, and just testing your ear, because only you can play. Well, look at me trying to be all philosophical and shit. Look, just your ideas are going to be your ideas, and you just need time to flesh them out. But once you actually get to it, you'll start playing some really cool stuff. So if you have any questions, comments, I got you. I'll answer everything. If you like this video, subscribe. I will definitely be having more tutorials and things like this in the future. And if you have any requests, message me or comment, and we'll get to it. All right, hope y'all enjoyed the video.